Curious everyone, if set goals and find balance all feel just a bit off for you at the start of the year, then this video is for you. We are going to be talking about a word of the year instead. We're going to be talking about how I actually use mine to help me make real life decisions and how we can help you find your word of the year as well. If you're new here, Cooey, I'm Natalie the Tech Angel. I help all women in business help their tech feel calm, feminine, and a little bit more fabulous. So let's dive straight in. So what is a word of the year? If you're new to this concept, it's not like a resolution. It's not a rule or like a goal. It's not something you can break. You don't get to like the second Monday in January like, oh my God, I've failed already. What it is more like a gentle anchor. Something that you come back to when you're making a decision. Is saying yes to this decision helping me with my overall goal of how I want to feel at the end of the year? So let's talk it through with a real life example of my word of the year, and that is align. Now, I was thinking about using balance, but that just felt a bit cliched, and also I don't feel like you ever really truly achieve balance. And so align just felt intentional. So let's talk through some real life examples. So for example, last year I was really struggling financially in my business, and so I joined a casting agency. Tuss. And I did get some work as an extra, but I'm still getting messages most days now, and part of me is like, ooh, that's so close, it's only half an hour away, should I just say yes to that and I'm available? But is saying yes to doing a self-tape of me pretending to massage somebody, is that really helping me towards my greater goal of being a successful web designer? No, it's not. It's not, Natalie. Stop saying yes to these things. Another example. Last year, I got asked to do quite a bit of agency work. And again, I was struggling so much financially, and I just felt like, oh no, I'm turning down an opportunity. Now, I'm still getting asked to pick up some agency work now, but is that aligned with where I'm going? No. You get paid less than if you're working direct with a client. It's difficult working through a middle intermediary person, and it means your stuff's white labeled. So these websites are out there and nobody knows that it's really reflecting your work. So does that align with having your own successful web design business? It doesn't. So it helps you be like, no, it's the right thing for me to say no to that. And also it's like, oh God, they're normally quite quick turnarounds. So you're adding another 30 hours worth of work into a week on top of all your other clients. So this has helped me say no and empowered me to say no to that decision. Another example, I get asked to do a lot of favors for like friends and family, but is saying yes to doing that saying no to something in my life? So is saying yes to spending a Saturday doing whatever, that's saying no to running my own YouTube channel. So do you want to have a successful YouTube channel? Yeah, I do. I'm trying to get that off the ground. So maybe I say no to that. And I'm not saying say no to everything. Like, I love that I spend Fridays with one of my brothers. And that to me is, I feel like, does that align? Yeah, it does. I feel like I should be able to have a Friday off if I want to, running my own business. That very much aligns with having a successful business. And so, that's a great thing. That isn't interfering with boundaries. That brings me joy. That aligns. But is saying yes to doing something Friday and Saturday and Sunday, that's taking away from my overall goal of wanting to have my own YouTube channel. So your word of the year is like a little gentle nudge, and it's giving you permission to say yes to the direction that you want to go in. It isn't about discipline and rules. It's about stopping yourself like drifting sideways. And also it should support the identity of the person you're trying to become. So for example, I do love being an extra, but that is more about my old identity, and I did need money as well. And it is fabulous. So it does align with that side of me, but it's more that aligns with the identity of Natalie from last year. Does that align with the identity of you this year? So what do you do with this once you've decided? Well, I put it on my digital vision board, and I have that on my second screen as the wallpaper. So I see it every day. It's in the middle, and then I have other things around it about things that I want to work on this year, that I want to manifest, that I want to come back to. Some of it is like, oh, I really need a new bathroom this year. So I've got a nice picture of a bathroom, but there are other things on it, like going for more hikes with my husband. There are things I'm trying to manifest into my business, but the center quote is just the word align, and everything comes off that. I also had it as the personalization on my planner this year. So that's the first time I've done that. I'm hoping that will call in more alignment into this year. So enough waffle about me. How do you pick the right word for you? How do you know when it's the right word? And I think the way that you know it's the right word is it feels like relief and not pressure. So if you're hearing me talk about a line, you're like, oh my God, that's not what I need to feel nourished, or I need more confidence. It's not the right word for you. It should feel like a relief. So what made last year feel hard for you? And when I look back at last year, what made last year feel hard was almost being out of alignment. Like, oh gosh, when I took on that extra agency work, it was like additional 30 hours worth of work in a week to try and fit in on top of my other client workload. And it's like, oh, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have said yes to that just for an extra couple of £100. And I've talked about wanting to start my YouTube channel, so keep saying yes to things on Saturdays and Sundays when that's core filming time for me. That felt hard as well. So that is how I looked at it and came to my word of the year. Really, it should give you like a better question rather than a hard and fast rule. So I thought I would help you out by coming up with some ideas for you for the word of the year. So maybe focus resonates for you. Are you the kind of person that has so many ideas? So focus could mean, I don't know, stopping scrolling on your phone, putting your phone on the couch during the day when you're working from home. It could mean finishing something you've started rather than just starting something new. It could be just sticking to one offer and iterating through that to get it better rather than coming up with loads of different offers. Maybe the question here that you want to keep coming back to is this my main goal, or is this shiny object syndrome? Maybe confidence is the word of your year. You want more self-confidence. Do you want to ask for a pay rise at work? Does that mean speaking up more in meetings? Does that mean just posting content and not overthinking what people might think about it? Perhaps the question here you're trying to answer is, what would I be doing if I was more confident? How would I be showing up for myself if I had more self-confidence? Or maybe the word nourish is what speaks to you. Perhaps you are trying to connect more with your body. Do you want to make different food choices? Do you want to prioritize gentle movement? Like if you hate going to spin classes, why are you doing that 3 times a week? Just gentle movement is something that could nourish your mind and body. Is it committing to things like health appointments? Perhaps the question you're trying to answer here is, does this nourish my mind and body and soul, or does it drain me? Perhaps restore speaks to you. Maybe you're coming out of a busy season and you want more healing. You want more slow timelines. It's not all just go, go, go. Do you need a bit more self-compassion? I think the question you would be trying to answer here is, does this feel restorative for me? If a friend is asking you to go for a coffee one evening, is that restorative? It could be, because maybe you get energy from people, but if that is just going to make you feel more tired, this is to give you permission to say no to that decision. Well, that is it, my lovelies. I hope you found that really useful and that it will help you find your word of the year and really be that gentle anchor for you throughout 2026. If you love this video, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. We talk all about making your tech calm, feminine, and a little bit more fabulous. And I'll see you in the next one. Doodles!